Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, folks, into the video we go today on this Tuesday, April 23rd, 2013. First and foremost, the market's a pretty wild intraday two-candle bar here. And again, this is the intraday 10-minute. And what you saw here, folks, was a mini kind of flash crash in the markets as the AP Twitter feed got hijacked or hacked. And basically, they posted something about a bomb going off at the White House, or a couple bombs, and the president being injured. All right, so we saw that hit the AP Twitter feed, which again was a hack job, and all of a sudden the markets literally collapsed. In a matter of seconds, the markets collapsed all the way down, dumping and losing all their gains for the day. What's amazing about this is it went right to gap fill. Literally gap fill, which is right here. I mean, in terms of technical levels, that is unbelievable that it would go right to that point and stop. And again, sure enough, as soon as it was discovered that it was a fake headline, the markets then reversed all the way back up. And again, if you had a level here and you were lucky enough to have an order out already, you made a ton of money at the technical pinpoint level. And this is why we always follow technicals, folks, because regardless of what the markets do, the technicals will always give us the truth. They will give us the levels, and again, in this case, the perfect low of the day before a massive move back up. Now, what you're seeing here over the last 20 minutes or so right here is a little bit of a pullback in the market's beginning. Now, why would we be getting a pullback here? Well, first and foremost, if you zoom out on the charts, I mean, the market's just from last Thursday's low, from this low at 153.50 all the way to the high today, which is at 158, you're talking about literally a 4.5 point move on the SPY, and that's in a matter of basically 3 trading days. So we're already short-term overbought when we're at the highs today. In addition, the semi-flash crash, mini flash crash that occurred here, this has to give people a little bit of concern. Why? Well, it shows the vulnerability of the markets. All right, now again, obviously that was a fake headline, but it does show you the amount the market can sell off and how quickly it can happen if something were to happen. And I think as traders, we always have to be aware of that, and ultimately, be ready. And you have to analyze a market and say, well, listen, is this market vulnerable to a massive rollover and collapse or crash? And I think that shows a little bit of reality in the markets right now. Okay, so ultimately, I think you're getting a little bit of a downtick here. You can see you're bouncing off this blue trend line of support. A couple other tidbits why I think the market could be seeing a little profit taking now. You have Apple earnings after the bell. And frankly, Apple earnings, no one knows really what they're going to be, if they're going to be good or bad. But I think after such big gains over the last few days, there are some smart money traders taking a little bit off the table ahead of Apple just in case it's bad. All right, if it's bad, the markets could sell right back off tomorrow and head lower. We have the GDP number on Friday as well, which will be a huge economic number for this market. So, again, after such a big move up over the last few days, going back to really Friday's move up here, here's Thursday's low, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, you have to think, again, we're short-term overbought. And I think that's why you're seeing just a little bit of minor selling going on here in the markets. Just one little side note here, we always talk about these craziness type moves. Look at the VXX today. When that news hit, the VXX went from literally 19 bucks to almost 21. I mean, basically a 10% move in the VXX, which is the tracking ETF for the volatility futures contracts. So it's not the current volatility index, even though everyone usually thinks it is. It's actually the future contracts of the VIX. But either way, I mean, it just shows you how wild and crazy it is. And you can see it came all the way back in. Now it's starting to uptick a little bit as we see the market pulling back just slightly. In terms of trading today, I have a fair amount of trades in the books. I traded Baidu today, BTU, CLF, JRCC, Spiders, and VXX once as well. What I actually did here, folks, was when the markets bounced all the way back up and VXX fell, I actually bought it right down here, and I just got a little bit of a bounce up. I figured it was just a technical play. You'd have still a little fear in there, so it would bounce back, and that's exactly what it did. And that's just a pure, simple, it's a reversal candle, and then you get the bounce off the bottom right here. My entry was right here at this low, and we just got a little bit of a bounce back up. So, just scalping again. That's what I like to do. I've only made about $750 today, so they're all been small scalps in the range of, 100 to $250 or so. But one bigger scalp actually there of about 450. But, just a few little scalps here and there, taking cash and just padding my wallet, making it an okay day. Usually I try to make $2,000 or so, but you have to take what the market gives you. Right? I mean, that's the big thing. If the market's not willing to give you big bounces or big pullbacks, then you just take what the market gives you. And that's exactly what we've been doing. In tune with that, one of my longs is performing pretty well today. Baidu trading up almost $2 on the day, so nice move there. It got as high as 88.65, so nice move on that. Okay. Other than that, it's a pretty quiet day. Markets again hovering up ahead of Apple earnings. My guess is we kind of go sideways this afternoon. Maybe again you inch down just a little bit, but you have to think in terms of Apple earnings coming soon, so be aware. And then again, people are taking probably a little bit of profits off the table over the last few days on this market. Netflix is having a big performance today. They had earnings. There's not much to talk about here. Just great move up of $41 on Netflix. That's a big, big move. A couple other stocks in motion today. I've been watching the coal stocks, folks. CLF had a great move up. Looks like the coal stocks are trying to reverse, but now they're coming all the way back in, so we have to kind of monitor them here. The daily chart on CLF does not look too bad. You can see this is one of the stocks I day traded, and thus that little signal right there. I don't usually like to have it on because it skews the charts, but that just shows that I was in that day trade as I said I was. And that was one of my day trades. I just took like $150 on it. Actually, $165 dollars to be exact, on just a quick little scalp on CLF today. But in any case, I am keeping an eye on these stocks. I do think they are getting semi-interesting. In terms of a day trade, if this sells off into this 200, you probably get a nice little entry there on CLF. All right, folks, let's just jump back to the spiders briefly here. Spiders, again, seeing a little bit of selling here coming back in, and that's about it, folks. So come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. We continue to trade, make money, swing trade, day trade. Doesn't matter to us. Doesn't matter if we're long or short, as long as the price, pattern, and time factors of the proprietary methodology match up, and we just go with the flow and make money. All right, 80% success rate or better. That's what we do. Take care, folks. Have a great afternoon, great evening, and join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com by taking a 7-day free trial.